Well, welcome to today's vacation jam. And today we're going to talk about some great deals and some answer some questions, some great tips, and then obviously do a little bit of the training side of it, like we kind of opened up the forum yesterday to do. So, um, just so I know one of the things which because obviously when you're talking to people, it's great to give some great deals out there. And I just want to address something before we really get into this. And one of the things that I want to address is, there's going to be times that you go out there and you're going to find something that might seem a little cheaper online. And it's very important for people to know that that the concierge is there for that purpose, because we can't control what's put on the internet. So sometimes the internet's going to show, might show a little bit better value, but my whole thing is don't panic, because we can get it cheaper, and that's the bottom line. Is because we can't control, because a lot of the same inventory from all these all these sites comes from the exact same supplier, which is a company called Revlex. Revlex is the major supplier for all travel providers across the line on the internet, whether it's bookings.com, hotels.com, Travelocity, across the board. They provide. They're the major supplier for everybody. The deal is, where it comes to the difference is the commissions. So sometimes you might not see, sometimes the major companies like the Travelocities, Expedias and whatnot, they'll lower their commissions to move the inventory. So you might see a better deal. And and it happens. So that's why I really like to stress the fact is, you have a concierge say, hey, listen, I found it for $15 cheaper than what you got listed there. Well, that doesn't happen that often, but when it does happen, we can go out there and we can get it even cheaper, because we can undercut their commissions. They're still making money off it, so we just go out there and undercut their commissions by renegotiating the deal again. So use the concierge for anything that obviously for anything that's off the beaten track, or if you do want to just do a price comparison out of the gate, just to see how it's going, until our actual price comparison component actually gets put up on the TLN Destinations platform. It's the best way to do a price comparison, because if you see it cheaper, you're going to get cheaper through us anyways. It doesn't make a difference. And then on top of that, we'll match the points, whatever the point differential is between with the cost and what the difference is on the site. So, but anyways, I just want to kind of get over that, because it's happened a couple times, and it happens with other providers, with other clients that we have. So it's just that's what they're there for. That's what the concierge is there for, so we can actually get that handled for you. Oh, anyways, now finding special great deals. I'll give you some examples of some great deals. And we did this earlier on the TLN Jam session, talked about some great deals, and which is exciting, because there are some really great deals out there. We'll use right now, like right now, literally we can book a condominium stay, and pretty much anywhere in the world, for a one-bedroom for $4.99 for a week. That's a good example of a great deal.
That's great.
So I mean, that's not just in Cabo. I always talk about Cabo because Cabo is one of my favorite places in the world, but it's pretty much for anywhere you want to go to. So so literally, you're spending you're spending $83 a night to be in a 5-star condominium, Palm Springs. You could be in Whistler. You could be in anywhere you want to go, but you're saving some incredible amount of money out there. And these places are not just for one person. They're for the whole family or whoever's going with you. So it's $83 a night for 4 people or 6 people. So that's great value. So if you do, that's some incredible value. So the value is there across the board. Palm Springs, going golfing, same thing. $83 a night for a condominium with all the bells and whistles. A lot of these condos have jacuzzis on their balcony. So I mean, it's not, you're not just getting this little deck. You get a full deck, where you actually get a full deck out there as well. So barbecues, the whole 9 yards. It's a living space. So those are great. Those are great type of values. I always love to really get into the condominiums, because that's where the most value you're going to find out anywhere. And so package deals, airfare accommodations, and round-trip airfare accommodations for a 10-day safari in Africa for $2,300. You know, from to Africa again. Joyce, yes, from major cities. So, but that's a phenomenal deal. That's 10 days, all your meals included. Tromping around, looking at elephants and tigers, or well, excuse me, tigers, but lions and all the gazelles and whatever. Top of the line safari for $2,300, airfare and everything included from your destination city, through tour companies like Abercrombie and Finch, and some big tour companies that we work with, and cruises along the line of $300 for a 7-night cruise in the Caribbean through Norwegian Cruise Lines, which is a fantastic cruise line. If you've been on a cruise and you've gone through Norwegian, there's certain levels of cruise lines you go through. You start out with the fun ship, Carnival, right? That's the fun ship. It's like a party on the ocean. You go up to Holland American, Norwegian, and you work your way up to Windjammer and all these other cruise lines. It's a category each way up. But if you go on a Norwegian cruise line, especially if you're looking at Alaskan cruise or something like that, they're a fantastic cruise line to go with. So
what about Viking? What about Viking, Sean?
We got Viking. We can do Viking.
Could get discounts on Viking too?
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, when you go into the cruise section of it, there are hundreds of different cruise providers. Everything from river cruises up the I don't know how to pronounce it. It's this river in the Sangsing River and something like that in China. It's like this river goes to this beautiful canyon. To Viking cruise, to like you can do Viking cruises. You can do the old steamboat cruises up the Mississippi and the Missouri rivers as well. So you have all this type of cruises that are available for you that you'll save money doing it. And again, if for some reason you find it, because it's going to happen. I mean, I'm not going to sit there until this price comparison. And this is what I was explaining to somebody. Until the price comparison component is built in there. Once that's built in there, it automatically scrape all the rest of the providers out there, and it'll match the price right off the bat. So I mean, you'll be able to do that. That'll take away any of those issues, because it's going to go out there and find the lowest price, and then it's going to just go in there and undercut all those prices anyways. So until that happens, we're going to find that that's happening. But we don't have any. We don't have customers that come back and say, well, no, you haven't been able to find this for us, because we always do. So it's just the bottom line. We always will find a better price for you, no matter what. That's just the reality of it. But
I have another question.
Sure.
Rena's parents live in Toronto, right? So a lot of times we like to fly down to Toronto to visit. Now, we usually stay there, okay? So what could I expect in, like, just grabbing an airfare package with us? I know that you said it's really tough that way, but is there a possibility that I can get an airfare package, or would I have to bundle a hotel with it in order to get a better package?
No, you can use it
if I have to.
No, you can do airfare by itself, and that's one of those things that are coming in. That's in the hopper. I like to say it's kind of like the hopper. Is
Okay.
one of the I've already kind of made it kind of let people know about this, but we just signed the Canadian Armed Forces, and the Canadian Armed Forces they work directly with WestJet and Air Canada. So guess what's going to happen there? I'm going to be able to go in there and negotiate with Air Canada and WestJet now. So directly. So yeah, we'll be able to do some stuff there for sure. And that's a great thing for Canadians if you want to build your business in Canada.
Yeah.
But all those. One thing that people understand, it's like one thing kind of opens up the door for something else. So once we start doing business with these guys, it's that buying power that we're talking about here. Because the Canadian Force, it's not just the Canadian Armed Forces. Next month we have the U.S. Armed Forces. It's the U.S. Armed Forces, the Australian Armed Forces, the Canadian Armed Forces, the British Armed Forces, and the Brazilian Armed Forces. It's 38 million people that we're accessing. Our company is. So that's going to go out. We are the only, and this is what I was trying to tell Carl last night. It's not a scary thing for TLN. It's a fantastic thing for TLN and TLN destinations. And the reason being is you're the only network marketing company we work with. You're the only avenue for the average Joe the average person to come into this to access that type of vacations. If you're to the general public, you can't access it. This is the way that we access the general public. And it doesn't. We don't run out of inventory this way. It just gives me bigger inventory providers, and it's like I go up another level. It's like a level in a video game. We go up to the next level. So it allows us, opens a lot more doors to us to enable to feed this. This is people say, well, that's what you spend a lot. I was talking to Bob yesterday. He's like, well, you're not going to have enough time to do this. Well, this to me is a fantastic opportunity, and this is how I envisioned our business going, where we can access the everyday person through a network marketing company, and then that network marketing company is the Legends Network. So we're going to be able to access everybody and bring so much more more to this platform, to this business as far as savings, where no one can touch it. So those things are just starting, and I mean it's really exciting because it's going to open up a lot more inventory, a lot more great deals for TLN Destinations members. And like Carl says, contractual. We are working exclusively right now with TLN on the network marketing side of it. So I don't want to work with any other network marketing company. I chose this company because I love the way it's built and where the direction is going. And this is my way to reach out to people, the everyday person. Not those corporate clients, which we do anyways. But this is going to bring up so much more opportunity for everybody in the Legends Network.
Okay, so if I understand this right, what you're doing by getting all these big core contracts with all these people, this allows you the buying power to go into all of the resorts and all that kind of thing, and the airlines to reduce the cost of everything to allow us to take advantage of those costs.
Yep. The result of my business with corporate contracts, unions,
reduces our price.
All the result, you benefit from that greatly, because everything that I get from them, you guys get back to you guys. This is like I have a special place in my heart for the Legends Network. So
in other words, you need a red suit and a white beard. Is that what you're saying?
I think I have one.
Pretty much the Santa Claus of TLN. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think I have one somewhere. I got the size for it, so but it's and it's something that's going to be really beneficial along the lines, because I'm going to be able to, it gives me I already have a lot of strong negotiation ability with a lot of different providers, but now it's a game changer, because now I can literally go to anybody with the credentials that I have with my partnerships with the military and Teamsters. Everybody wants to do business with me, and trust me, they're calling me right now saying, hey, I got this. What can you do? So it's going to get flooded in the next few months of some fantastic deals. These other companies like World Ventures or whatever these other companies that are out there can't provide, because they don't have those contacts with them, because they're strictly dealing in network marketing. I play both sides of the fence. Network marketing is my partnership with TLN, but my corporate contacts help feed the network marketing business to make this the most powerful network marketing company out there. So that's my goal. And I know Val's not big into goals. I'm, on the other hand, I do like goals. But it's one of my goals to achieve to make the Legends Network and TLN Destinations the biggest network marketing company out there on the planet. So I'm going to do everything I can to feed it. But we're starting. We're just starting. So there's some growing cycles, and it's like and I've been talking to Legends Network TLN Destination members because they're finding a little bit of difficulties in the system working it. But this platform was made for you. It was made for the Legends Network. So there's stuff that we're still working on to perfect it. So that's why we want you guys, encourage you guys to contact the concierge directly. And we're going to be giving you your own concierge reps, so you can contact them. And then we have an office opening up in the UK, and we're looking at the end of January, which is going to give you customer service reps for the European people coming in. And we're looking at opening another office in Asia for the Asian clientele that's coming in, so we can actually have representatives that deal with TLN destination members as well as our contracts overseas. So It's a big 2015 is going to be a monster year, and that's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a huge monster year for my company and for the Legends Network.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
When we bring people in, and as it grows, as the destinations part of it grows, does that affect the price of what you can offer for tail end destinations?
Are you referring as far as the actual
Travel.
Well, it's going to get cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's the increase of the numbers that's going to bring the cost down. Am I right?
Yeah, and the cost right now is good, but wait till the cost gets in there. It's going to get great. You know, it's going to, it's the companies. There's going to be companies that that say, well, people just look at they don't even bother to do a price comparison because they know they can't get any better price than that. That's how it's going to get. It's going to get ridiculously impressive. The cost.
So we're going to really be taking over the travel industry.
We are.
Oh yeah. You know, Joan. You know that change that sits in the bottom of your purse there that you try to scoop. That's what you'll be paying for a whole trip pretty soon. You know, we're gonna have that many people in here. It's gonna be just change.
The thing about it too is, which is really great, is that we're gonna be able to offer some really great incentives, some really great bonuses, some really great, stuff that's on top of that bonus structures. That just because. We'll be getting with my providers. They'll be throwing inventory at me for free just to get their business. So we're going to be able to do a lot of great things with it.
Well, I know, like on the Hangout today, when you said you could go to where was that in Mexico?
You can go to the Maya Riviera, to Cabo San Lucas, to Puerto Vallarta, to these different locations for under $300 airfare and accommodations for a few days. Yeah.
Airfare and accommodations, Joan. $300
for two people.
I've never paid $300 for a single airline ticket. Okay, so I can't imagine getting airfare and accommodations for $300 for 3 nights and 4 days. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's
I'll be selling that on the corner. I'll get a little stand and I'll go out there and say, "Hey, $399 for 3 days, 3 nights, and 4 days in the Maya Riviera." I'll be selling out.
Yeah, and that's I was just talking to that provider today, so they're excited to work with us. So,
oh my God, I'm excited to go there. I can hardly wait to book. The wife was just saying, "The Maya Riviera for that? We're out of here."
Yeah,
it's unreal. I feel that you have brought something to the industry that is going to make it so much affordable for the common person. And when Val started the Legends Network, it was to be a lifestyle change. And your coming into the Legends Network is definitely making it that. Through the educational part, yes, people can change their life by applying what the legends in the network are telling us we need to do to build our businesses. But what you brought to the table puts the icing on the cake. Because number one, it's going to make people want to learn how to network properly because of all of the advantages that the travel destinations is bringing to us. Like you explained yesterday, there's just no limit to what is going to be available for us off travel and even in everyday living. So I think it's pretty amazing.
And it's been a vision. It's part of my business model, and as far as I wanted to find a way to reach the masses as far as the general public, and what better way to do it is through a network marketing company.
Yeah.
One thing that I'm looking forward to, I mean, you talked about this on our Hangouts earlier today about, if you're a NASCAR enthusiast or, you're a sports enthusiast. Like, I'm a hockey fanatic. So, it would be really cool to say, book some kind of a vacation thing where I could watch my Edmonton Oilers go and play in Vancouver and then down to Los Angeles and over to Anaheim and then back type thing, like a kind of a 3-game package or something like that. you know, or concerts. We love the concerts, you know, like, you know, let's say, you know, there's a bunch of venues coming up. Go see like Bryan Adams, and then, you know, go and see Motley Crue or something like that. You know, being able to go and pick some of these venues and just do a little circuit like that, that would be like very, very cool.
We'll be able to do that. That's the best part about it, is pretty much anything you're going to want to be able to do, anything you're going to want to be able to do, Carl, you'll be able to do. Let's put it that way. One-stop shop. Anything. That's the vision we have for this. You know, we want to. Again. I mean, the thing is, for me, and when I first started talking to Val about this, you know, I went to him. I said, I'm looking for a network marketing company to work with. You know, I have a vision of working with a network marketing company to reach the masses, to go out there and reach, you know, be able to have, you know, you know, honestly, for me, it's a fantastic opportunity, because I provide we provide a product and services, and we have people going out there doing all the marketing for us. So for us, it's great. So and that was a vision of saying network marketing. So Val was the first person I went to, and I said, hey, can you help me? I'm looking to partner up with a network marketing company. I know that you're the guy to do it. He says, well, no. He goes, you don't want to partner up with just any company. Let's partner up with me. So that was it. The rest is history. And so, I mean, so you know, we understand that it's a process, and we're able to show a lot of good value now, but you guys have no idea what's coming. It's you know, I got goosebumps right now. I'm so excited for everybody. What's coming here is going to be remarkable. It's going to be unbelievable.
I believe it, and you know what? I'm so thankful that you made that phone call. So because that actually, PLN was completely transformed when that came to us. You know, that was pretty much, I think, the last piece to the puzzle to come into this company, because now we're being able to provide the actual lifestyle that we talk about. And you know, without having a travel component in a business, that's the lifestyle component, right? And we didn't quite have that. And then with you coming in and also being exclusive, okay, so really you're not allowed to go to anywhere else, because I know where you live, Sean. No, I'm just kidding. You know. But you know, you've brought that component, which has actually completed what we actually needed here, and I can see the growth between both companies going absolutely ballistic in 2015. It'll actually start later this year, in the next month or so. It'll actually start. I can see that happening.
I agree, and I think.
I'm sorry, Joan.
No, go ahead. No, that's fine. You go ahead.
Like Carl said on the Hangout this morning, let's not promote the business, promote the lifestyle. And I think that's what's going to make our businesses grow, is we can get out and tell people, hey, join us in this lifestyle and, you know, this travel club, because that's what it's going to be. It's just a travel club more than anything else. And just like Costco, I mean, we're going to bring the prices down for everybody. And so we're going to get more people to come in, and they won't come in for the business. They'll come in for the travel.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, it really is. I don't even like to. I mean, I really don't even consider it a travel club. I consider it a lifestyle club, and it's because there is a lot more to it than the travel. You know, the restaurants and the package, the restaurant, the activities are going to make it every day. And you know, we talked about this yesterday, Joyce and Joan and Barbara, and Alan, who are all on the call. It's more of a lifestyle. It's everyday usage. It's finding value every day. You know, the benefits are going to be added here. You know, Val and I were talking about that last night, about on the healthcare side of it. Be able to add those benefits as an option for you to pick up. That it's not something that it's something that's an option for you to pick up whether you want it or not. That's something that's going to be implicated here shortly. You know, save money on your groceries. You can save up to $300 a month or whatever it is on groceries by itself. We have that option available right now that I could just but we got to talk about it. There's a lot of different options that we can add right now that I have available. But it's something that we're gonna have to discuss with the Bremners and Val to see when they want to start applicating that. Because first we want to perfect the travel side of it, and then we'll keep on adding to this. And it's like I mentioned yesterday. You get you get something, and then people they're into it, they're enjoying it, and then boom, here comes. It's like an iPhone. They upgrade the iPhones every 6 months. So we're going to be upgrading this system as we go along, just to make it more robust, more keep
More
every,
attractive. Yeah.
every other company out there off their feet, because they won't be able to keep up with us because of what we're adding to it. So somebody might say, well, I'm making some travel stuff. Well, great, but we just added this, and next month we're adding this, and then next month we're adding this. So there's going to be a lot more coming to it. So it is everyday value, and so a lot of the stuff that we have available now, as far as the extended benefits, are for North America, U.S. and Canada, but we're working on stuff overseas right now as we speak. So we're working to add benefits over in Asia and Europe and other, in Latin America, so they can get the benefits out of that, so they can find everyday value. Once those benefits are added, it's over, because there's going to be nothing out there that can even, there's nothing right now that I firmly believe that can touch it, but there's going to be nothing out there like it in the world, because to be able to have people in Brazil or whatever to be able to pick up the humongous discounts off of not just travel, but going out on an activity, whatever. That stuff's going to be available in the near future. Like I said, one of the part of the armed forces deal is the Brazilian military, the Brazilian armed forces, and that when we do these, when we're doing these deals with these huge companies, they give us all their resources too. So everything that they already have currently in place for the armed forces,
Becomes
they give me direct access to all those different providers that they have, right? Because they get great providers, discounts off. The Canadian military right now they got a deal with Honda where they get it's like $2,000 off a car. Or sometimes somebody buys a car, they get $2,000 instantly off the car. It comes off the price of the car. So those type of deals we're going to be access to as well. So it's going to be I was just talking to the representative of the Canadian that handles all the incentives for the Canadian Armed Forces, and she's like, yeah, we'll start plugging you all our resources as well, because you're bringing all yours. One hand feeds the other. So it's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to come in.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, because it's hard to kind of fathom. But the way that I've always done business, it's all about networking. It's networking. Whether you're doing network marketing, whether you're doing business, it's networking. It's all about networking. Finding, okay, well, great. What do you have? Well, what do I have? Let's work together. I'll give you what I have. You give what you have. It's like sharing a sandwich for half a cookie, right? So it's the same thing. So it's just a matter of sharing resources, and and when you start partnering up with these big corporations, their resources are really strong too. So you're able to provide for them what they don't have, and give them what they give you, what they have that you don't have. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't see any network marketing company can even touch this at all.
No.
What's coming? So.
And, you said something today on our hangout today, because our hangout was titled "Selling the Dream," and you came on and you go, that's what I do. I sell the dream every single day, and it was the way that you came across with that is exactly the path that we actually need to be on. Like I mentioned earlier today, is that the biggest problem that we have in this industry is we're trying too hard to sell the business when we should actually be focused on selling the dream.
Yeah.
Because really, people are looking for a way out of doing work. They're trying to get away from doing work. And we're trying to provide a way for them to actually enjoy the lifestyle they're looking for and get paid to do it. I brought up the downhill riders, which you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to school with these guys. And for those that weren't on the hangout today, these were two guys that I went to high school with. They were stoners. All they did was smoke drugs and drink. They just partied. And their whole concept in life was, we're going to party and we're going to make $1 million doing it. Okay? And everybody thought, because they're stoners, they're completely nuts. But you know what they did? Is these two guys, all they did, they started in grade 12, they started organizing trips. They would find out how much money it would cost for the bus fare, for the ski trips because they did ski trips. And they did that, and then they took like $30 off of that for themselves. And this is how they built a business. Today, you know how powerful they are. This company's done almost $10 million in sales. Okay? And these guys never worked a day in their life. They actually hired somebody to do the work because they aren't even educated enough to even do any of the calculations. They had to hire somebody to do all the mathematics, like all the admin stuff. All they did was book this and let's party. That was it. Book this, let's party. That's all that they did, right? And we're not saying you have to be a stoner or anything to go out and do that, but what we're talking about is that all we want to do is go out and have a good time with our friends. You know, we talk about how you can hang out anywhere. You don't even have to go to a fabulous destination. You could go to some place locally, like some of your own resort area right around your own town. Like, look at BC. Look how many little resort towns they have there. I mean, Kelowna, Kamloops, White Rock, the Island. All these places are places that people can gather in, and we can still get big discounts there, and we gather as groups. Now, the one thing that I did mention on there, and I want to mention here again, is that the most wealthiest people in network marketing, if you notice, they're not sitting in an office or anything like that when they're doing their promoting. They're sitting on a beach. They're sitting by the pool in the hotel that they went on vacation. They are living the dream and showing people they're living the dream. Well, now we're all going to be able to do that because at $300 for plane fare and 3 nights and 4 days, I'm hopping on a plane with my wife and I'm going to go down and I'm going to do videos at the poolside and say, hey, here I am, right? Because now I can do it. It's affordable living and be able to get paid to do this. You know, you could go away for 4 days and make hundreds of dollars while you're sitting there vacationing. Because what we're doing, everyone, is all we're doing is we're selling people on the dream. It's $135 to come in to subscribe to this, and then you have a $55 a month subscription fee to get all of these benefits that Sean talked about, including the travel insurance and all that, which he hasn't even talked about yet. Okay, he talked about it earlier, but he hasn't talked about it here. All of this stuff, you know, including insurance, you could go down to this place for 4 days and 3 nights for $360 because it's $15 a day for this insurance. So you're paying $60 for 4 days. Try and buy that insurance anywhere else. You're going to pay hundreds and hundreds for that. I know one trip I went on, I think it cost me $500 in insurance, and I was gone for 6 or 7 days, right? And here we're getting it at $15 a day. This is crazy. From now on, we should all be booking vacations and going to meet each other all over the place every 6 to 8 weeks. We should be doing that. And showing everybody that get T-shirts made, get all kinds of stuff made about how you travel, the TLN destinations, everybody meeting at the poolside. You know how many people are going to ask you what the heck is going on? When they see you in numbers, that's when everything goes crazy. Take a walk on the beach. 10 of you wearing these shirts, walking down the beach. You think people aren't going to think and say, hey, what is that all about? They're going to ask. And then when you tell them the kind of money you spent, and then they think about the $1,500 it cost them for that 7 days down there, and you paid $300 including airfare for 4 days?
You know, and you're right, Carl, because that's one of the biggest things. Because I worked in the resort business for many years, and that's one of the things when you go to a resort and you go by the pool, they're talking about how they got there, what they spent. They're talking to the person sitting next to them as they're buying drinks. You know, where do you own timeshare at? Well, you could go and say, I don't know timeshare. I'm part of this fantastic lifestyle club called TLN Destinations, and I got down here for 4 days for $300, including airfare for my wife. Myself, what? And then,
that's probably what they paid a night for their hotel room.
And they just got done by spending $15,000 for a timeshare that they get used once a year, and they got to pay $1,500. They got to pay $800 a year on maintenance fees. So they're just saying, well, what did I just do? You know, so it really, because what it really does, it's a natural referral system. So we talk about sell the dream, don't sell the business. The business will sell itself. The dream is getting people excited about what you got going here, and people are going to sit and say, well, I want to get involved. It's a natural referral system that people go in there. Oh, by the way, I mentioned to you, they pay me to do this. I get paid to come down here and go on vacation.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So it becomes a natural system of referrals. It's something that, trust me, once this thing starts going, it's a steamroller. It's going to start steamrolling to where it's just going to go off the charts. And that's kind of how I envisioned coming together with the Legends Network, is making something that can steamroll off the charts. So yeah, I would agree. The business side of it's fantastic. The comp plan is fantastic. The training in the back office and the interviews are fantastic. You know, that's just stuff that helps you build your business. It's going to help you become better at network marketing. For somebody who doesn't know network marketing, it's going to help them become a better marketer, a better person, and educate themselves and to find out how these people are doing and the lifestyle they're living. Now you have the tools to live that lifestyle and just promote the lifestyle. Hey, listen, I'm over here. You know, build a scrapbook. You know, I mean, obviously Alan, he's got his whole downstairs is a scrapbook, right? And it's that whole thing that's what gets people to you know, puts them in a picture. You know, it puts them in a picture when they're actually sitting there seeing this you know, your vacations. You know, post the videos. They see this stuff. Now they're able to put themselves in the exact same. You know, it gives a really easy way to build a business when you're able to do stuff at a ridiculously low cost, and you're able to save so much money. You're saving between $600 just on the lower end to $3,000, $4,000 a year. It's a no-brainer. That's you know, people like to hear about the you know, they like to hear about the you know, all the good stuff. You know, the good life. I want to be how you. I want to do the exact same way. So that's the whole thing. Is selling the dream. Is you're selling your you know, you're selling your the idea of how you're living. They want to have that same lifestyle. So
I want to share something with you guys, if you don't mind. Just 1 second. Leanne's going to bring them to me. Okay. Thanks, dear. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. You're a sweetheart. I love you. We do a lot of traveling, okay, and Leanne has a little bit of a hobby she does when we travel, and it's something I want to share with each and every one of you guys, because it's quite interesting. When we go travel, she takes a lot of pictures, and when we travel, we take. I'm not this type of person that I'm not a drinker. I'm not a gambler. So I'm a sightseer, and so I spend a lot of time going sightseeing and fishing and going cruising and whatever we have to do when we go to an island to do. Well, Leanne, she takes a lot of pictures, and so do I. And when she comes back, what does she do? She builds an album that looks like this. And there's the whole family in Cancun last year on the beach. And when we open that book up, there's every day, every picture. And in this book, there's over 1,000 pictures and all the destinations and all the places that we went and all the sightseeing, the snorkeling and everything else. And then that's one book. And then when we come back, we do the next trip. There's our book on beautiful Belize, the capital of Belize, the country of Belize, the oceans of Belize, the everything that we did in Belize, the jungles and everywhere we went, and the top of the mountains, and then even our trip to British Columbia this year. What does she do? She puts it into a complete, and what does she do on the front of it? She puts an actual map in the book with the roads we actually traveled. She takes a map and she marks it in here. And on the back of the book is the places. And we have books like this. These books cost about $100 each. But you know what? When somebody comes and wants to see our trip to Belize, or a trip to Cancun, or a trip to the Bahamas, or a trip to St. Kitts, or a trip to Costa Rica, or Guatemala, or El Salvador, she makes up these books. So, and they sit down, and that's how we travel. And that's what she does about our travel, because travel is really important in life. And it's a memory. and it's a big memory. The problem is that when we travel, we take pictures. We take a lot of pictures. They're not like pictures that you used to have where you went and got them developed. You either got to put them on a computer, and the nice thing in today's world, you know, you do have smart TVs. But a book like this is absolutely incredible. It's just the most amazing thing. Now, when Sean was talking about what's coming, what Sean's got put together, and what he's got put together for TLN, is really, really remarkable, because the average person, let's be honest, the average person can't afford to travel. I mean, you can't afford to do what we've done. I mean, these are thousands. I mean, this trip alone, this trip here was $10,000. I mean, this trip here was $12,000. This trip here was another $10,000. I mean, the average person can't afford to do that. And that's what TLN Lifestyles is all about. That's what TLN Destination is all about, where you can take the average person that really cannot afford to travel and be able to, for them to now travel. But one thing that's really important that we have to learn is we need to market it. We need to market it. I mean, if we don't get the word out there, if social media is such a powerful tool, social media, and we all know it. If somebody poops in the river tomorrow and he's a star, it's all across social media around the world within 1 hour. Well, why not putting TLN destinations around the world in 1 hour? You know, it's such an incredible lifestyle. I was interesting because Sean was saying that he's going to be starting to work on Asia. Well, guess what? I'm going to spend at least 2 to 3 months in Asia this year alone, or next year alone. And when he said, well, I'm going to start putting stuff together in Asia, because I'm going over there to do seminars on the silver. I mean, I'll be doing seminars all through Asia with our silver. And so I'm really looking forward to see what he's got put together. We're going back to Mexico. We're going to be in Mexico for the whole month of February, and then probably into Guatemala and that in March. But you know, Carl hit it right on the nose. I mean, Carl absolutely hit it dead on the nose. How would you like to meet up in the Mayans, wherever you're set up to go? But Sean's going to put you in, and he's going to give you this incredible holiday down there. And you're going to sit on the beach, and you're going to video record. And I'm not talking a video record that you're going to play later. You're going to do a Google Hangout now, right now, sitting on that beach. I don't want to see Carl without a shirt on. I want to see Carl with a shirt off. You know, I don't want a TLN T-shirt. I want to see Carl with a shirt off. You know, that's the interesting thing about traveling.
Tell the authorities, though, Alan, because it'll be a beached whale. So I have to make sure I'm wearing a shirt so I don't get mistaken.
No, and we're planning, and that's the neat thing about it. It's that you can go down there and do a Google Hangout from the beaches on TLN Lifestyle. It's going to be an amazing thing. I want to tell you from my own personal my own personal understanding. This is a tremendous amount of work that Sean's putting together for TLN destinations. This is not something that's easy, and let me tell you, from Neutronics' side of the coin, is that this programming, these back offices, all these portals that have to be put in place and programmed and built is not an easy task. But once that's put together, you're going to be able to go into that back office and literally book your holidays, book your suites, book everything that you're going to want. And I know they're working on this very, very fast right now. It might take a couple more months to get everything put together properly, but it's going to be incredible. So personally myself, if I was, which I am doing, is I would be, in fact, I just did it with 10 people a day. I had a meeting with 10 people today about travel, about TLN destinations. And oh my God, every single one of them wants to join just to take advantage of the travel. So I give you hats off to Sean, to you. And by the way, we can get you all the concerts. We can get you all the sport. You want to see the Edmonton Oilers in the third row and then be able to go meet them after? I can do that. We can do that. You want to go see Elton John in Toronto, we can do that. In fact, we're just putting together right now, as I speak. You know that our little sweetheart from the country music industry has now turned pop and sold more records in one day, 1.3 million, than any other woman in history. You know, you guys know who I'm talking about? You know the young girl I'm talking about, the 22-year-old that's absolutely taking the world by storm right now?
With Taylor Swift?
Absolutely. I've seen Taylor 4 times. And we're putting together the Toronto. She's just announced that she's going to be in Toronto, Vancouver, and those are going to sell out in 2 seconds. But we're going to be able to put any one of you want to go see Taylor in Toronto, we'll put you in that seat. We'll put you in the first 3 rows. If you want to, you know, in the first 3, we can put you there, but we can put you in the stadium anywhere at price raise, and that can be done very easily. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, it's, you know, it's what's coming. It's going to be so incredible. And, you know, and the thing is, we got to get out there and use it. And that's, I mean, I'll make it available, but get out there and use it. Get out there and take advantage of it.
And advertise it. And advertise it. And advertise it. You know?
We're in such a unique position, every one of us in TLN today, because we're right there at the very beginning. And if we can't make it in this MLM company, we better go out and get a job, because everything is there. It's put in place for us. We've got, you know what it's like when you go to Costco just before the holidays? You're almost trampled on because there are so many people there. But in TLN, we have so much more to offer than Costco has. So we should, in a year from now, it's going to be unbelievable the number of people that have come into TLN. So we are in a position right now to grow our businesses like we've never, ever grown a business before. And if we don't take advantage of it, if we don't move forward with everything that's been put in place for us through TLN, we're going to miss the boat. So we really need to get busy, and we need to move, and we need to get out there and let people know what TLN is all about.
Exactly. And, you know, it's just, as this grows, the providers and the different opportunities that we're going to have to put into this business is just incredible. You know, I mean, there's going to be so many, you know, it's just so many different opportunities as far as what we're going to be able to add. I can't even, it's limitless. I can't even start to describe some of the opportunities that we already have in the works. That's going to be coming along here. So it's unbelievable. I'm really it's something, you know, if I was on the outside looking in, you're blown away, and it's you know, it's great that you have people out at the forefront. I look forward to seeing everybody's picture on their Facebook and on their you know, the pictures of their vacations and the videos of the vacations. And we really need to come up with our own little slogan for people to draw them in to take those vacations. Like, you know, that there's you know, that kind of draws people in, saying, you know, I know that that World Ventures has that "wish you were here" type of deal. We need to come up with our own slogan, along you know, our own unique slogan, and that's something that we'll leave up to everybody here who's open suggestions. But something, when somebody goes out there, to draw people into those type of trips, to get people excited about it, because as once people actually, it's great to talk about. Once you get out there and start experiencing it, it becomes a whole different thing. Because now you're out there living the dream. You know, you're out there living the dream. You're out there living the, you know, you're not painting a picture. You're not, you're living the dream. You're living your, that bucket list becomes you got to refill that bucket list. That's how it becomes. And some of the stuff that's coming that we have in the works, that's on the whiteboards, is some stuff that's going to be, we have a bucket list component where you can actually, we're going to be building a whole thing on a bucket list where we'll be able to feed you through mobile applications, feed you updates of specials that are going for the areas that are on your bucket list. You kind of do like a you'll be like a preloaded questionnaire type of thing, and you have to put on the site. Okay, I want to go do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. So you're able to load your bucket list on your page, and then we'll be able to shoot you off notifications with fantastic deals of places that are on your bucket list. So it's reminding you, hey, I never thought I could actually go out there and do a trip to the Falkland Islands, but now, hey, this is the price they got it for. I'm going to go. So it's a constant reminder of getting you out there. So there's a lot of stuff in development right now that's just gonna make this, and that's the thing is having people at the top of your business, having people at the top of your company that are visionaries, and having people in the business that having visionaries that listen to the people that are in your business is another thing. A lot of people it's my way when we're doing it my way. And, the nice thing about having Val that comes to these hangouts and does these webinars that are working with people on a constant basis on their call is he's listening to these people as a visionary because he knows that the people are going to help build his business are the people who are actually using his business that are actually using that. And it's just, and that's the kind of, we have that kind of uniqueness as in that sense is where I choose to do these vacation jams because it's the input of people coming back to me and saying, hey, listen, what if we did this? Or it's brainstorming session. I mean, and so it's being able to take that thing and say, you know what, there's no such thing as can't. We always can do something. We just gotta have, if I have enough interest in something, we'll make it happen. It's not a matter of we can't make something happen. We will make it happen. And what I have in store for what we want to do to this, there's no words, and it's going to be something that's going to blow minds, and it's going to, I honestly, it's my one of my purposes is to make this the premier network marketing company in the world. It's my goal. I set very lofty goals, but I have the resources to do things on my end to give you all the tools you need to do it. So and it's great leaders like yourself that's actually going to go out there and build this to that. So I'm going to give you every single tool you need to get there, and then watch you guys just succeed. So.
Well, I just added one thing to my bucket list, Sean, and you've all seen that commercial with the guy. I don't know what that thing is called, but you stand out in the water and it shoots you up all over the place.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
That's on my bucket list, and I'm gonna wear a GoPro camera as I'm doing that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna maybe even have my phone with me and talk to people on Skype as I'm up there doing it. Yep. We'll see. But I mean, that's a bucket list thing that I definitely want to do now. I saw that, and yeah, that's
they have that in Cabo, they have that in Cancun, they have that in all these different locations. And
I was just gonna say, in the last year was the big year of that. It came out in a big way. It's interesting. But you talk about bucket lists, and so many people don't even know or want to even do a bucket list because they can't afford a bucket list, and now you can make a bucket list affordable. One of my bucket lists was, I remember in 1990, my bucket list was to meet Tim McGraw and play basketball with him. Well, if I take my video camera and I put it right there, there's a picture of Tim and I. That was young me, 1990, playing basketball with Tim McGraw. And I remember the other was on when I was watching American Idol a few years ago. I mean, I think it's about 10 years ago now. Was to meet Carrie Underwood. Well, there's a picture over there with me and Carrie Underwood, and she's giving me a kiss. And she actually had it on her website for about 2 years about the guy in the cowboy hat giving her a kiss. So that's the bucket list. So your bucket list come true, and that's what TLN Destination and TLN Lifestyles is all about. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing is a nice thing about a bucket list is what's the point of having a bucket list if you can't take it off your list? And so it's you want to do something, well, I'll never be able to afford to do this, I'll never be able to afford to do that. Well, now people are going to have the opportunity to afford to do anything they want to, because you can actually literally have your own business that you're making a really good living doing from the comfort of your own home, and you can take all advantage of all the fantastic benefits that come along with it. It's not just because some people have skincare products, there's coffee products, there's this or this and this. If you don't like coffee, then you're strictly looking at it as a business side of money, right? If you do skincare products, maybe you're not into skincare products or that particular skincare product, then you're looking at it as to make money. This right here, everybody travels, everybody goes home to see their family, everybody wants to get out there and kind of relax. So if you're making money off something that you're already doing, and sharing your lifestyle with people, and you're able to make money, what better business is there? The money comes naturally because you're out there sharing with those people and getting people involved, because people get excited about travel. They start seeing what you're doing, they're gonna say, well, I want to go there. And then now guess what? Now you can do it affordably. And not just that, you can do the restaurants. You can do, all the stuff that's coming. It's going to be like, heck, everybody eats out. If it's not affordable, now it is affordable. Or the different type of stuff that it's going to be available for people. It's going to get people excited about it.
Sean, there's one thing that everybody does. Okay, sorry, Joan. One thing that everybody does is that they will make time and put money aside to take a vacation over anything else that they do out there.
And what I love about this is that it improves everybody's life, whether it's travel, whether it's eating out, whether it's buying groceries, whether it's healthcare. It doesn't matter. There's something there for everybody. So if you can make a person's life a little bit better by what you're offering them, then you've made the world a little bit better for people. And that's really what I think Sean is all about. That's what he wants to do. And so developing that attitude that you're not in this for you. It's not an I program. It's a program of helping others. And when you develop that attitude, then you bring value to the table, and you're able to reach out to people that may never have been able to enjoy a better life through any other means but joining TLN.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's true. And it's true, because people are going to travel. If you can just say, hey, listen, I know, it's easy to relate your business. Say, I know you like to travel. You would like to save money. Of course, we'd like to save money. So why don't I got a great opportunity for you to actually do that. And people, it's like I believe it was Carl who said it earlier. It might have been John. I can't remember, but someone said that they talked to a couple people, and it just like that there was interest there, right? They had interest in that because it's something that they're doing already. Everybody's traveling already. Everybody's already doing it. Now you have an opportunity to save money doing it. Oh, and by the way, you can make money. So
that was Alan.
You know what's interesting, and I hope you don't mind, Sean. I'll even mention something else that we're actually working on, if you don't mind, Sean, because it kind of fits in with the TLN lifestyle. When I travel, I take I take a phone system with me. There's a couple out there. I'm not going to tell the names of them, but there's a couple out there because I want to be able to phone any. Oh, I lost.
Where?
Are you there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I lost you.
No, we hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So we looked into a couple things about
Now we lost him.
Now we lost him. What a pose he's in right now. Hey, what a pose. Let's put that up here. Oh, he's gone now. That's too bad.
Well, how about Joyce? Do you have anything you want to add?
Well, I know I saved money on in the back office on my cell phone. I had limited minutes, and I was with Consume Your Cellular, and I went to the back office and I traded services. I've got the same money that I was paying before. and I have unlimited time. So, I mean, our back office is there, and we're going to save money on a lot of different things. And Sean is bringing more and more onto us. I mean, I can't wait to see the groceries and all the things that he is bringing aboard.
I can't wait to go to a restaurant and have the feeling of eating a gourmet meal for half the price.
Yeah, yeah. And it's, those are great for us in North America. And again, we're working on stuff for international, but we want to roll that out for North America because we really need to build this business in North America. We have a really strong presence growing in overseas, but we got to build our North American because there's a lot out there that competes with what we're doing. So we got to build the North American, and I'm really trying to put emphasis in the North American market as well. So this is going to really help us build that North American market, which is I'm excited about doing by adding all those different benefits for the North American members. Alan, you're back.
I apologize. I have on my computer, and I got to reschedule this thing, but on my computer I have a cleaner that cleans my computer at a certain time, and it does it at 7 o'clock my time, like an idiot, instead of having it later. So I'm going to have to. But I was telling you that Val and I are testing something right now, jet streaming boxes that you can actually carry with you wherever you go or have it in your house. You know, it cost me around $1,500 a year to have my satellite TV because I want all the channels. I want the sports channels, and I know Carl loves his hockey. I mean, absolutely loves his hockey. So we actually are using a couple boxes now from a company in the States, and no monthly fees, $299, thousands of channels, and I can actually, when you go to Mexico, by the way, Sean will know this. When you go to Mexico, it's hard to find an English channel. It really is. And I'd be able to put this little box, put it in my suitcase. When I get to the hotel room, put it in my room, hook it up to the television set, and no monthly fees. And I can have over 1,000 channels, movie channels, NBC, ABC, doesn't matter where I go in the world. As long as I have internet and high-speed internet, I can hook that box up anywhere with monthly fees. It's going to save me about $1,500 a year. Plus, I can carry it with me to the beach. I can carry it with me anywhere I want to go. And by the way, Carl, you have all the hockey, every single game, the whole year for zero, for nothing. And that's something that we're testing right now. And man, oh man, guys, it works. It works big time. So I carry a telephone system that I carry with me, and because it's very costly. One thing, when you travel to Mexico or outside of Canada, make sure you turn your telephones off, or you're going to come back like I did from Bahamas with an $800 phone bill for 7 days. So you turn your telephones off, and you actually go to the nearest telephone place and you buy a Mexican telephone.
Yeah, burner phone. Yeah.
You're going to be there for 30 days, go buy a Mexican telephone, but turn yours off. So I actually carry a phone with me that I plug into the hotel room or plug into my computer, and I use that free of charge that I carry with me. Same with this box now for jet streaming television. I can throw it in my suitcase and plug into a hotel room, and I'm going to have all my channels and everything I need. So it's just another part of TLN lifestyles.
Yeah, I know. It's the more benefits, the merrier. You know, so you know, it's just some exciting stuff going on. And Joyce, you were saying something, or you were wanting to say something, Joyce?
No, I was just going to say on the cruises, the upgrade. You know, you said something about $300 for the cruise. Or what cabins are those? Are they outside cabins? Or are they?
It depends. We have cruises in there for, I believe, right now $400, $425, $430. I have to look in for an outside cabin. Which is ridiculous.
As outside cabins, that's what, because we usually, upgrade to an outside cabin with a little deck.
Yep. That's what me and my wife did. We actually got free upgrades to do that. So yeah. We did that to the suite, which would be like the penthouse on the cruise ship, and sat with the captain on the captain's tables. And we're going to be able to do that too as we go along. Get free upgrades and upgrade you to free and do when you're doing a cruise, get you at the captain's table, and as a premier, as a TLN destination member, you're sitting there at the captain's dinner at the captain's table. That kind of stuff's going to be coming for sure. So that's more stuff that we can look forward to. You know,
Well, I've never been on a cruise, and there's one cruise ship I saw. It's like the world's largest cruise ship. I forget what it's called. Something of the ocean or.
yeah, I think it's the Ocean.
Princess Cruise Lines owns it or something.
Well, Princess owns Carnival. They actually own Carnival. It's the same company.
And this is like the biggest cruise ship in the world. I saw it docked in Australia on TV, and this thing is like, I don't know, 14 stories high or something, and like 6 football fields long or something like. It's stupid, and it's got shopping malls and it's got everything on this thing. It's like a little city on this thing,
They are.
and that would be very cool to actually take a cruise on something like that. I mean, I've never been on a cruise ship, so I don't even know what they're like, but I definitely want to take a cruise and just to experience it.
Yeah,
it's really interesting. In Nassau, and Sean will probably know this, but Nassau has got the largest. They can actually port in 5 cruise ships at one time, and that's massive. I mean, when you see 5 cruise ships, like Carnivals, and when I was there, the last time I was there, was Disney World was in with theirs. And if you want to see a massive, massive cruise ship, it's Disney World's. But they can put in 5 cruise ships at one time where all those people, now you got to remember, that's roughly 29,000 people getting off of 5 boats onto one city. And it's the most chaotic thing you've ever seen in your life. But I'll tell you, I've got some pictures and some video of that. One day we were there, that all 5 ships were in there, and it's unbelievable. I'm not a cruise person. I'll be very honest with you. I'm more of a person that wants to go and get to a area and then just expand myself out from that area and visit all the country. But with these kinds of prices, I might be convinced to go on a couple cruises.
Yeah, it's worth it in food.
Cruises are fun.
Yeah, what you eat in food is worth it. You know, I mean, what you get, you know, it's not like a buffet where the same thing every day. You actually, there's dinners, there's the buffet. You can have hamburgers, you can have pizza, you can have. I mean, there's restaurants on these things, so they're really cool. I mean, like I mentioned before, I use them for scouting different locations where I want to go spend a week. So
do they have like conference rooms on there? So like if you had a gathering of people, you could do an actual presentations and stuff like that on there?
Because they do grouping. We can actually do a TLN destination cruise and actually take over the whole cruise ship, and we can do that. You know, once we start getting the numbers there, we will do that. We'll do.
Holy crap, that'd be awesome.
And we could do that for sure. I mean, they do specialized cruises, so we can actually do a cruise where you can. It's like a 7-day a workshop type of cruise, fun and training with Val Smith on you know, and other leaders. You know, Val can go up there, take the stage and one of the main theaters, and actually do a full cruise on a full presentation and everything like that in front of a whole theater, right? So you have you know, it's got nightclubs on them. I mean, it's a little city on the ocean. So I mean, it's fun like that. Cruises are great. We save a ton of money in cruises, Plus, you get the rewards points, which Carl was kind of trying to get me to talk about on the earlier session, because those reward points are valuable. Every time you book anything outside of airfare, you get rewards points. So you're gonna get points you can use towards booking another vacation. You can literally use those reward points to give a gift to one of your family members, right? You know, give one of your family members a vacation using reward points. So you can literally do there's so much you can do with those reward points and we'll save that for another hangout for another day, but that's a whole other subject. So
the Oasis is the largest cruise ship in the world. The Oasis.
Yeah,
and,
that's the one. The Oasis.
It is from top to bottom. It's actually, if you counted the bottom 2, it's actually about 18 stories high, and it spans out wider than a Boeing 747, and it's 1,200 feet long.
Yeah, it's huge. It's massive. I watched a big thing on it, and it's gorgeous when you look at this ship. It's just an unbelievable ship.
Yeah, I was just taking a look at it. I was actually watching a video on it just a minute ago. It's quite.
It's incredible.
The Oasis of the Seas.
Yeah, the Oasis of the Sea. That's the one.
And
we watched a 2-hour special on this thing, and it was unbelievable.
Royal Caribbean owns it.
The Royal Caribbean's wonderful ships.
Yeah, they own it.
They're the one we went on Alaska cruise on.
1, 2, 3.
Well, we got webinar coming up here in a shortly, and I wanna kind of get going here we'll have another vacation jam session tomorrow, and encourage everybody to be a part of it, and encourage other people to come on board so we can kind of get into details, answer questions, get people excited about vacationing and how to use their vacation suite. So on that note, I really do appreciate everybody showing up today, and we'll continue tomorrow, Monday through Friday, same time, same place.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, subscribe.
Thanks. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. I did that today.
Yes, he did. Thanks, Carl.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.